Hey everybody, Sean here from BoredParacord. Someone had posted on the Paracord On group a bracelet that Toby Keith was wearing during one of his concerts. So we're going to make the bracelet that he was wearing. And if I'm not mistaken, one of the songs he was singing was Small Town something or other. So we're going to call this the Toby Keith Small Town bracelet. And we've done, or I've done, and you've watched me do videos very similar to this, if not identical to it. It's just a cobra. Actually, I look over here and I've got a red cobra here. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a red cobra, and then we're doing a stripe down the middle of blue, and a stripe down the middle of white. So the thumbnail for this video is going to be of this bracelet, but it'll also have a picture of him wearing this bracelet. So it's kind of cool to see what we're doing as far as that goes. So basically what we're doing, Solomon, everybody's done a cobra, Solomon, and then we're going to gut some paracord. The white and the blue will be gutted, and then we'll put those stripes in. So the first thing I've done is I've put my two ends together. I have about 8 feet of red paracord. Got my middle point here. So with the center point, I am going to take this loop here, and I'm using a white buckle because that's what he was using, or that's what he was wearing. And I'm going to take the middle point here and go down through the buckle with that point. And sometimes it's a little difficult to do it this way on this side of the buckle because this is the skinnier side of the buckle. Let's see if we can get this. There we go. I think it's going. Just got to give it a little bit of motivation. You can also use a fid to help it along. There we go. And once you have that loop through there like that, you can open this loop up and push the buckle through that loop. And that will get you the cow's hitch, just like that. So once you have that, then I like to flip the buckle over. I know it's kind of hard to see the buckle, excuse me, because of the white background here. So I flip the buckle over and then run all this cord through my fingers so that I can get rid of all these twists that are in it. And we don't have this end just needs to be cut and sealed real quick. Go, throw that away. Get the torch lighter here. There it goes. Sealed. Alright, and then from the back side of the buckle, we'll go up through the buckle here, just like that. And then pull all that cord through there. See, we got a couple twists in here. You'll just want to make sure you get rid of those twists. And they've crossed each other there. Alright, so now this is the point at which you will open the bracelet, or the buckles. And you want to set your length on this here. So what you're measuring is from the very end of the female's end all the way down the two center strands here, and then you're going to stop right at this edge here. So you don't want to measure this, so you're going to measure from this edge right where my thumbnail is all the way down, and then you're going to measure the whole buckle, and that's going to give you the length of your bracelet. So we're going to make this about that long. I don't really make these for myself, these are just to make for the video, so I don't measure these. Alright, let me get these scissors out of the way. There we go. Alright, so you should have something that looks like this. You got your buckle at one end, the cow's hitch at that end, cords coming up through the buckle. And to get this started, all we're going to do is take your right cord and you're going to cross it over your two center strands, just like that. Try not to let your buckle go anywhere. And then bring that cord all the way off to the left. Now take your left cord, you're going to cross over that cord that just went over the two center strands here, And then you're going to take it around the back of the 2 center strands and up through the loop that you created on the right. And pull it through. And then we're going to tighten this up. So once you get this tight or close, you're going to want to check your measurement again. And get this nice and tight, like lock that onto the buckle so that it does not move. There we go, that's pretty tight. And then take your measurement again. Remember, from this edge right here, all the way to the very end of this side. And that's gonna actually be a pretty small bracelet, so I think we'll be all right. All right, so now that we've done one, you're gonna wanna do one more. So create a loop now on the left. This is the same cord you created the loop on the right, so it stays in front of the 2 center strands. So loop on the left, right cord over the left cord, take it around everything in the back, and then up through the loop, and then pull it tight, just like that. Now we have to incorporate our 2 colored strands, so we'll set this down for just a moment. Bring in our white cord, which one end is already open, but I need to cut the end off of this end, like that, so that I can pull these center strands out. We want a nice flat cord, and this makes it less bulky because it's going to be on the inside of the bracelet, and you're only going to see a little bit of it, but you don't want the bracelet to be so bulky. Cut the end off that side. Oh, this one's already cut off, so we can pull these inner strands out, all the way out. There we go. Now these are just going to run right next to each other. One of them's a little bit longer than the other, but it doesn't make a difference for this. What we need to do though is get these locked in. So we're going to, let me zoom in just a little here. We're going to loosen this one up. Okay. So we're just going to loosen that up just like that. And then we're going to open these center strands up so that we have like a hole here. Probably help with this. So right there, I'm just going to put that in there and make a hole. So that goes right through the center, and we're going to take these 2 cords here and poke them right down through that hole. Right out the back. And you want to leave about 1 inch out the back. Once you have that, then you can tighten this. Tighten it right back up. And you're going to lock these 2 colors in. And you want to do it in such a way that they're running next to each other. Or as best you can. There we go. And what's going to happen is we're going to tie one. We're going to tie one. And then we're going to flip these out of the way. Tie another one. And flip them back. And we'll go back and forth. And you'll see the pattern that we get while we do this. So this is going to be the one where it's down. And we take our right cord. Create that loop on the right. Left cord over the right cord. Around everything. And pull it tight. Go. And I know it looks kind of funny when you first start on this, but these 2 blue and this white cord, they will run next to each other. But now we're going to flip these up out of the way. Do our tie again. So our left cord now is our loop side. Take our right cord over behind everything, up through the loop. Now once you do that, you flip everything down. Go. And do another one. Now we're on the right side with the loop cord. So the loop, left cord over right, around the back, up and through everything. There we go. And this is when you can kind of do your adjusting so that these are running next to each other. There we go. Now you can kind of see the pattern that we're going for. So flip these up now. So you do one tie up, flip it down, tie over it, next tie up, and then down. So that's how it goes the whole way down. So we'll do one more pass here. So this is just our regular one. And we'll flip these two down, create that loop first. And this loop switches sides, so if you do a loop on the right, the next pass you're going to do it on the left. So loop on the right, opposite cord over, and then behind everything, up and through the loop. And tighten it up. Just like that. Pretty easy. And then what you can do is grab hold of here and here, pull those tight so that they're nice and straight. And then flip it up. Now we're on the left. Create the loop with the left side, right side over, around the back, through the loop. Pull it tight. And then just repeat that process till you get down to the bottom. And that's what I'll do, and I will be back to show you how to finish this whole bracelet up. Okay, so I am down here at the bottom now, and I've gotten to a point where if I try and do a couple more of these, I won't have room to make a hole for these two, the blue and the white, to go through the middle here. So what we're going to do is open the center strands up here. So I'm just making a hole with my tightening tool, just like that, so you can see the hole there in the middle. We're just going to put the white down through there, just like we did at the beginning, but now it's going from the front side to the back. Got a piece of tape on my table that when the paracord goes over, it's like making a crunching sound. You can probably tell that I am super congested right now. Don't know what's happening. Alright, so it's making my voice really, really nasally. Alright, so before we end this, before I finish this up, I want to grab hold of these two colored strands and just pull them tight. Well, that was a little too tight. Okay, there we go. Just so that they're as straight as they can be going through there. And one thing you could do too, if you have a fid or a tightening tool, you could push these over. Just get in there. They're not completely centered, so I just want to move these over just a little. So that's something you could do when you're all done too. Or if you wore it for a little while and you notice the center colors are moved one to one side, you can do that as well. Alright, so I think we got maybe 2 more passes here before this is all done. So here's one. And then I'll go ahead and cut these ends off. This bracelet ended up being really, really small. Look how small this is. That's kind of funny. I mean, my wrist, yeah, that's funny. I didn't mean for it to be that small. But you get the idea. I think I covered everything so far that you need to know to finish this bracelet. I have had some customers coming in from Michigan now that they know I'm here, which is kind of cool again. I used to get a lot when I was in Atlanta, so it's good to know that people from Michigan are watching, coming in. Had one customer drive about 2 hours away to come here, so that was very cool. Alright, so we're going to cut these ends off right here with the scissors. Make sure you have some sharp scissors here. Just cut those there. Hit it with the torch lighter. And then I like to use this because it has like the textured edge on it. Kind of simulates paracord. Makes it nice and smooth. You know, you kind of see that texture right there. And then we've got 4 cords on this side to cut. So there's one. We got the white and the blue. Oops, I might have been out of frame for that. Sorry about that. And then we got another red one here. And we'll just melt one at a time. Let me get rid of these because if I don't, the focus sometimes gets lost on that. There we go. And I'm just melting this nice and slow so that I don't burn everything around it. There we go. That turned out really nice there. These are the 2 colored cords that were in the middle. Just want to make sure that they don't pull back through. So get those. And we that one. And that's pretty much it. This is the... I can barely get... This won't even fit around 3 fingers. That's how small this is. I do have a kid that has come in here, and I told him that next time I see him, I'll have a bracelet for him. So I might just give this to him. This will probably fit him just fine. But this is the Toby Keith Small Town Bracelet. I hope you like it. We've done very, very similar bracelets just like this. Very easy to do. This is a very beginner bracelet. Everything you need on this, you're using less than 10 feet of paracord. You can get it on our website, paracord.com or BoredParacord.com. And then if you want to see what other people are posting and get some inspiration from others, Facebook.com/groups/paracord There's over 45,000 members in there now, which is insane. Biggest paracord group on Facebook, biggest paracord group that I know of. So yeah, check that out too. And until next time, paracord on. Do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button to your left. There's other great videos all the time, and there's a few to the right side of the screen, and you can also buy paracord at our site with the link at the bottom left. Thank you again for watching.